like, as they're eating this chocolate bunny, my eldest son, just shoves the entire fucking piece in his mouth. And just has this massive honking piece of chocolate in his mouth. Looks like a chipmunk. It's hilarious. So my middle child daughter decides to do the same thing. Well, she regretted it. to the point. Yeah, well, I don't know what she did, but I think it left like a bad aftertaste or something because it was so much at once. I don't know what it was exactly, but she said later, it's like, it started tasting bad and she didn't want it anymore. So she's crying and bawling because her mouth is literally full of chocolate. I was like, honey, just spit it out on your plate. Just spit it out on your plate. I can't. But she's muffled. Just, and every time she opens her mouth, you just see this dark brown just oozing in there, and it looks so awful and funny. And I'm like, it looks like you have poop in your mouth, honey. And of course, her siblings think that's the most hilarious thing, and she just cries more. I feel bad. Like I was feeling bad for her, but it's like it was so hard not to just howl laughing. It's like she feels so bad. Like she's so upset. Her mouth is full of chocolate and it's like oozing from her lips. But it looked absolutely hilarious.
As we can tell, this is a learning lesson. Don't shove that much in your mouth
I'm
anymore.
like, this is why you don't copy what your brother does. Your brother does stupid things, but he powers through it.
This is why you don't copy what your brother does. Your brother's an idiot.
That makes me think of. What is it? It's the pictures of like a kid will like pick up like a squirrel or something like that, and the squirrel will like bite him, but he still holds on to the squirrel because he doesn't know what to do.
Let it go.
Put it down, drop it. But it's hurting me. So drop it.
Throw it. I don't care.
Poor kids and their lack of a frontal lobe.
Yeah, so she starts like finally convince her. It's like, just spit it out onto your plate. I can't. Oh, I assure you, you can. And so she opens her mouth and it starts like slowly coming out of her mouth like she's crapping in reverse. And it looks awful. It's like, oh God, that looks so horrible. But it is just chocolate. But God, this big globule comes out as she's bawling her eyes out. Like, oh my God.
Aww.
Yeah, I was like, I felt so bad, but at the same time, just could not stop laughing.
Not a real problem that needed to happen.
No, yeah. It's like, why have you done this? Why did you copy your brother? He does dumb shit sometimes. But he commits. You didn't commit. And the whole time, he's still got chocolate in his mouth. Like, he's still got a big glob of chocolate in his mouth because he shoved just as much chocolate in as she did. She's bawling and slowly spitting it out as it's just spilling out. And he's just there, like, slowly chewing on the chocolate in his cheeks. Watching and laughing.
Never make you spit this out.
Yeah. He's like, I ain't spitting this out. Like, no, this is great. This is delicious. I got like perpetual chocolate here. Meanwhile, it's just like, it's an unending fountain coming from my daughter. It's like, how much was in there? What did you do? Don't do that. Yeah, so apparently now she does not want any more chocolate bunny.
Ever in her whole life. She'll never look at one again.
One way to break your kid of chocolate.
She wants other chocolate, like
chocolate,
catch your kids smoking and then make them smoke a whole pack right then and there.
You're gonna eat this entire solid chocolate bunny in one go.
Oh, you're sick.
And then Halloween comes around.
Oh.
Oh my God.
No, that's when you give them the sugar-free version and then watch them really regret it.
Oh no.
That's mean. Bigger chocolate.
There's a good chance you have to clean up after that, so that's kind of punishing.
Dark.
See, my dad found that out the hard way on vacation. He got a whole bunch of the sugar-free chocolate, and so we were driving on vacation. He was just eating bags and bags, like not one or two pieces, like literally the 20 pieces in the bag all in one go. and then it all hit at once, and we were all dying laughing in the car while he literally was sprinting to a gas station. He's like, he called my mom. He's like, I need to change your clothes.
Change the clothes. Oh no.
Oh fuck! That makes you think of what's the fuck? What's the gummy brand? Like or Habero? Or,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
they
this
had
story.
Yeah, they had a sugar-free or low sugar version of gummy worm. But the problem is the not. I can't believe it's not sugar they used caused you to artificial sweetener caused you to absolutely just.
How does that get through like any level of testing?
I don't know.
Well, to be fair, if your body doesn't have a chance to absorb it, are you really even eating it?
Yeah, I remember reading reviews on that. It was highly rated as a laxative.
Tastiest laxative around.
Yeah, tastiest laxative I ain't ever had. My colon is clean. Oh, we've been live for a while. That's a great conversation starter. That's no.
What's up for you?
Highest brow of things on this
Yep.
I'm
channel.
sure your Twitch loves it.
Yeah, I mean it's just Psycho right now. I think he's enjoying it. I think
Psycho Mantis?
Psycho
Well,
Mantis.
I like Psycho, so
I don't know what that means.
You've never. No Metal Gear.
I've never played Metal Gear. No, I just
Yeah,
know Metal Gear and Colonel.
He
I'm
would-
trying to sneak around, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
He would. This was back when you had like memory cards for the PS1. He
Okay.
would read what's on your memory card. I see you've played a lot of whatever game you've played, and then during the boss battle, he would invert your controls. So you had to
It was at this
unplug
moment
your
that he
controller
knew
and plug it
he
into
fucked
game
up.
port 2, so that way you could attack normally, or just fight through it.
That's crazy. What?
Yeah.
Or
That's-
just be a real gamer and play with inverted controls.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's a really fun boss battle,
That is your point.
in my opinion.
Well, speaking of,
It's almost as hilarious as the end, who you can literally just sit there and wait, and he'll die in 7 IRL days.
what?
Yeah. So one of the boss battles, it's a sniper called the End, and he can photosynthesize, right? So he can just sit there in his position and wait for you forever. But he's a really old man, so they built in a failsafe. If you can't beat him, if you can't beat him, right? That the console has a time in it. If you wait 7 days and turn your console back on, it'll be 7 days later, and he'll have died from just waiting. He's an old man.
You
So
died of old
crazy
age.
thing about that, by the way, is that apparently initially I've forgotten his name. The director, I've forgotten his name for a moment. But he actually wanted the actual boss fight to play out over a real world week. Kojima, that's it.
Yeah, he scares me.
Like that was the compromise version. The initial version was like you would literally have to like play a bit, then just turn your console off and come back to it tomorrow to play a bit more of the boss fight.
Why? How would that even? What?
Because he
What?
agreed.
Kojima.
Like in the later
Titan
games,
Duel, it's all about patience.
in the later games,
Like Dark Souls.
if you kill too many enemy combatants, they unionize and stop fighting. Because they
Shit. Where's my I knocked my headset and I missed everything you just said. They unionized and stopped fighting. What did you say after that?
If you kill too many of them, unionize and stop fighting. Which because I think it's Phantom Pain, but they will try to go out of their way to not fight because they know they will fucking die. Another one. So the same boss, you can just kill him. Like if you see him, he'll be in a wheelchair and when he's feeling weight, you can just shoot him in the head, and he just dies before the boss battle even begins. Like by a couple of stages.
What? Voices are coming through.
One of the funniest things I love.
Oh, I'm not.
Is just trying to explain it to people.
Hold on a second. I need to refresh something. Reload. Reload.
To people that a senator who has nanomachines can kick a ninja cyborg's ass.
Why is this not working?
That is an reference to Metal Gear.
What the heck is going on with my headset? Fuck! Why can I not hear anything anymore? What is going on? My headset is not working. Gotta crash. Where is Discord? Where's my Discord? There it is. Quit Discord! I need to try and reload this. Fucking hell. Not starting the stream without scoof. Apparently not. Oh! Yes,
Phantom Pain.
finally.
There's a boss battle where you can cheese it by dropping there's a sniper boss battle where you can cheese it by dropping supply drops on them and knocking them unconscious.
I love it how I crash and everything and all thing goes to shit. It didn't even interrupt. Like your story is still going, and I come back into it, and it's amazing. I come back in, and then there's the thing with the cargo drops, and it's gone again. And that's when you had the senator. It's like, you know, mother of all omelets here, Jack, and then it's like, what is going on? It made me very happy to hear.
It's lore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's your lore. So that's also what it would have sounded like randomly on stream, like just random bits of MSG coming through. MSG? MGS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear. Yeah. But I am back and things are working and we're all here who's going to be here, right?
I'm here.
Yes.
MSG is also
And
good.
that's
Oh yeah, MSG, so good.
MSG is good. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah.
Does this have any MSG in it? Of course it does. So good. Oh man, make shit great. I don't even know what MSG is. Like,
it's
like a food
you would use it instead of salt.
Yeah.
And for a long time, people believed it was bad for you, but it's not actually bad for you.
It's a crystalline, odorless white powder. Odorless.
It's crack cocaine.
It's what the fuck is that stuff? Iocane powder. I'd bet my life on it. Odorless, colorless, tasteless, dissolves instantly in water, absolutely undetectable. The game ends when we both drink. And then
anyway, D&D.
Yeah. And then right after, Iocane powder. I'd swear my life on it. Anyway, so D&D. So last time, Yamamoto, you were missing, right?
Yes, I was not there last time. What
Okay.
a mess.
The stars came alive, and a black hole opened above you, and a giant eye tendril monster thing was looking at you. That is a thing.
That's not normal.
That happened. Yeah. Where did that get posted? Did that get posted somewhere? Oh yeah, there it is. It's right. here, if you go into Discord, click to see attachment, you'll see basically what opened up above you. While you and Baka were in the realm of shadows. Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, the tendril started reaching towards you, and then meanwhile, so Law, at the same time, had determined, like, okay, there's a pattern to these doors. So he stood in front of a door and just opened it. And then it's like, no one's here, closes it, opens it. No one's here, closes it, opens it. And then he opens it to, like, this starry field and sees, you know, Yamamoto and Baka, and Amal calls out, it's like, hey, you guys, come over here. And then the eye is just up there. It's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Run. And you guys run to the door, and you made it through. And you reunited with Amal and Baka, but Sasaki was still off alone. Sasaki ran into something that she hasn't actually described to the party at all, because, you know, that's dragons for you. And also ran into a drow who talked to her for a bit, and then, you know, Sasaki started opening a door, like hoping that she would see, you know, like somebody, like Lawbringer or anybody. Like she was opening this door in her room, and she just kept seeing different passages. And Lawbringer kept opening a door, and he opens the door, like opens the door, Sasaki, closes it, opens it, Sasaki, closes it, opens it, Sasaki, closes it, opens it, Sasaki, closes it, opens it. He opens the door, and there's that giant eye just staring in. Closes it really fast. Nope.
I do not believe that was Sasaki.
Then does it again. He opens the door as Sasaki's opening the door, and the two of them stare at each other as he is Sasaki, and then Sasaki screams in fright and slams the door shut, and then on her end, fuck! And they went through the cycle again. But they went through a cycle, found Sasaki, pulled her through, and she has emerged into the room with the rest of you guys. And where we left off is actually pretty much where Sasaki was rejoining the party. So, Yamamoto, the things that you would remember is you were basically wandering in this horrible, horrible place, and then you reunited with the party, and things are not quite as horrible now. I mean, they're still pretty horrible, but, you know, there's no active monster in front of you at this moment. The group of you are in a room. This wasn't a room with a fruit bowl, was it?
I don't remember.
I don't think you camped out in that room.
They refused to touch. Yeah,
they refused to touch the fruit bowl. Yeah. Okay, so this is
making the bowl. Yes,
this is just another room, a mostly enclosed room. It's not very big. It's maybe 20 feet by 20 feet. And Yamamoto standing here with Baka and Amal. Lawbringer has opened the door again. Sasaki, and there's Sasaki is, and she's like, oh, thank God. And she comes rushing through, and behind her emerges a cave bear, a large creature, into the room, and behind that, a giant constrictor snake, huge in size, just uncoiling into the room, and kind of laying draped over it is a tired drow that you recognize, Yamamoto, as Amira. And yeah, that's where we pick back up, as this room, this 20-foot by 20-foot room, is filled now with a bear, a snake, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 humanoids, and a cat. You guys are cozy right now. It's like, yeah, just as the snake just kind of curls past you, like you guys are pretty much wrapped, like the snake is wrapped around the room and people, because where else is it going to be?
How long does that spell last for?
An hour.
An hour, okay.
Or until she stops concentrating, but it's a 3rd level spell and she's a ranger. She's not dropping concentration on these 2 big animals she summoned unless she has to. But you guys are nice and cozy right now, as you are basically all encompassed by the snake and a bear. That's pretty much what's going on right now. As they emerge into the room, the first thing that Amira says is just, well, this is cozy.
Can we move to a larger space, please?
No, I'm quite comfortable here. As
Oh,
like
that's good for you.
the snake curls by,
I
she gives them all a wink.
I rapidly start opening, closing the door until I can find a space that is slightly larger.
You open the door. Hey, it's a starry void. No.
There seems to be, I like to think like nobody else is looking through the door. I open it. There seems to be a large place on this other side. On the other side. Oh, really? What's it like over there? A starry void. No.
Wait, close the door, close the door. I'm also imagining Lawbringer, you're like the stopper on a bottle that's just full. And you're standing there, and when you open the door, you're just kind of braced, like, because there's this pressure on your back. Oh, man. You open the door again, and this one seems to open into... it looks like it opens into a foyer. Like,
wasn't there a bunch of dead bodies in the front foyer?
Yeah. It looks like it opens into a foyer, and there's a bunch of corpses, like, looking like they were running towards a door. I mean, it's a wide open space, Lawbringer. But there are a lot of bodies there, and that's the front door.
I turned to Yam. I mentioned like the door's open. Yamamoto can't quite see through it. I have found a slightly larger space, although it may not be to your liking.
explain.
And like you just see him begin to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
2,
6, 7, 8, 9.
3, 4, 5, 6. There's a dozen bodies. Yeah, there's a dozen corpses.
I can confirm there are a dozen corpses in this room.
I don't like the sound of that because whatever caused them might still be there.
Sasaki says, "Does it look like the main entrance? Like double
Yes.
doors? Close it. Close it. Close it. Close it. Close it. Close it. Close it."
Was it?
I will close the door.
There was a thing in there. There was a weird thing. It was really creepy. And he was walking around with a staff and really twisted flesh. I didn't like it.
I will then open the door again.
You open the door again, and this time it opens to a. It actually looks like it opens to a cell block. Like closed. There's like closed cells on the left and right, and there's an open cell door on the far end of this area. It is a longer space, meaning, you could spill out into it.
I have opened the door to a cell block. There is one door open.
There is a creepy thing in there. I remember a creepy thing. That's Sasaki. It was watching me.
He
Next.
half closes the door. Okay, and then he fully closes the door.
Next. You open the door to a long, endless hallway.
There seems to be a hallway that goes a great distance. I cannot see the end of it.
Last time I was in a hallway, something chased us.
He closes the door again.
Maybe we're being too picky. I'm not sure there's any good rooms in this place. What happened here? And I look towards
Amira. She's still clinging onto the snake, and as the snake slowly coils around the room, she's actually moving around the room because she's just on the snake and gets coiled around slowly. So she kind of gets coiled past you, just gripping onto the snake, tilts her head at you. Oh, I don't know what happened here. Really bad shit. I should not have come here.
I'm starting to feel the same way.
I don't know if I've actually
You know where Callum is?
Last time I saw that kid, where was he? Well, I think he was shooting magic missiles at a bunch of little. They look like goblins. I'm pretty sure they weren't goblins though. He blew a few of them apart. Huh? What room?
What room was it in?
We were in You know what? We were in like a long, endless hallway. It was like me and him, and we were kind of lost from the others, and going down a hall, and the lights started turning out, and we moved quickly, and then these things started like coming out behind us, and you know, they were pretty awful, and there was a lot of them. He blasted a bunch of them apart, and then like, I mean, I found a wall that wasn't really a wall and jumped through it, and I thought he saw me, but I don't think he did. So that's the last time I saw Callum. I hope he made it out of there.
Maybe the hallway is where we need to go then if we're looking for him. But I was in a hallway and I didn't see him.
Well, maybe he's not there. I mean, I don't know where he could be. He could be somewhere. I mean, have we found like every door in this place? Lawbringer, are you opening like any more doors?
Oh yeah, I've been opening and closing doors.
You open and close it, like you open the door again. Hey, it's that room with the fruit basket.
Is it slightly larger than this one?
I mean, if you left the door open, then you have 2 rooms as long as you don't close the door.
Hey, he'll keep switching.
Keep switching.
Yeah, push comes to shove, he can just come back around.
Yeah. You open the door, and it opens on a staircase going up. Like a normal staircase going up. You don't know where it goes, but...
Yeah. Then again, would it even matter? Because if it goes to another doorway, then it's practically
maybe
speaking
there's like
the same
maybe
thing.
there's different rooms on each floor. So if you go to a different floor, you get a different set of rooms.
I don't think I've done this yet, but can I roll a Arcana to see how I think this thing works?
You did roll something like that earlier.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure because it has been a little bit, but okay. Okay. We could
Close the door again. You open it again, and it opens into. This is a new room. It's like a big circle. Like
a portal room?
Yeah, like it opens into a room, and there's just like a big circular. It looks like there might be some patterns on the floor. It's spacious, probably about like 40 feet across. You see a door on the far end of the room that's closed, and you look up as well in this room, and the ceiling's kind of goes up about 20 feet, and then has a bit of a domed curve, like not a full-on dome, but just like a bit of a slope, and then kind of a rounded roof. Really weird room. It's bigger though. Make a perception check, Lawbringer. And you don't have dark vision, do you?
No, but my shield is lit.
Right, your shield is lit. So your shield is what's giving you that sight to the other end of the room, because it's got that
19.
That 40 feet. 19. And now roll it again, because the farther 20 feet of the room are in dim light, so disadvantage on looking in that area. 13 on the far area, 19 on the close area.
And I do have a passive 17.
Yeah. You can see
that matters.
in the darkness at the far end of the room, there is a cluster of bodies, figures. You can't tell if they're alive or dead, corpses, skeletons, whatever, but I mean, there's like a cluster of figures lying on the ground. But otherwise, the room is big.
Yeah. This room is larger, although at the edge of the light, I can see a cluster of bodies.
Amira kind of peers past.
Need help?
Amal, do you want to look in there? Because you got 120 feet of dark vision.
Asked help. I'll look in there.
Okay. You can make...
pretty careful about not trying to help people who are dead already in that main hall.
You can...
He, like, mushes himself up against the...
You can make a perception check as well, Amal. You don't have disadvantage because the whole room is brightly lit to your eyes, because of the dim light of Lawbringer's thing and the bright light of it and everything. So just perception check. 16. What you can see is there are indeed a bunch of bodies at the far end of the room. It looks like there is there's also stains around them, dark stains. You don't know what to make of them from this distance. They're it's kind of weird. And at first you think like, okay, maybe they're like blood stains because, you know, you're looking with dark vision, but then you realize, no, you're seeing everything brightly. Things aren't grayscale to you. They're actually like black, like these black inky stains on the ground near the bodies. It looks like there are 6 figures lying there. You can see there are a couple of them, 2 or 3 of them with kind of like grayish reddish uniforms, which are unfamiliar to you. You haven't seen that before, Amal, but you might describe that to the party and they might know something. You see there is a figure with a these are medium-sized creatures. There's another one with a bluish uniform, kind of similar in build, but you have seen a uniform like that before. Those the Docktown militia, they're wearing blue uniforms, and it kind of looks like one of them, like one of those blue coats. Like, okay, so it looks like one of the Docktown militia. You don't know about these red and gray people. The others, it looks like there is a cloaked, like hooded figure lying there face down. There's also another robed figure, kind of laying there, and with a 16, I'd say from this distance you can kind of make out some like curly hair, like from the back of them, like because they're like facing away from you, but they're in kind of like purplish bluish robes, and they've got curly hair. Yeah, that would be the figures you would see.
I'll describe all of that to the group and say, do you remember what Callum was wearing, Amira?
That sounds like him. I mean, he's got a mop on his head. And I mean, you said you saw one of them blue coats? I mean, one of them came in with us too. What's the room look like? As she kind of gets snaked by and she peers in. Oh, fuck. We fought in there.
I think we should go and just see.
Yes,
I
let's
think we
investigate
should go.
this room.
Lawbringer, do you pop the cork?
Yes, I do.
All right. As Lawbringer, you enter in. The doorway practically vomits you guys into the room because you're the pressure and everything just spill out into the next room. Just boom. Do you close the door behind you?
Not yet.
Okay, you leave the door open. All right. As you spill out into the room.
Emergency exit.
Yeah. As you spill into the room and Lawbringer, you're like fully illuminates this place. You can see the floor has kind of an like an odd pattern on it, and the ceiling's got almost like there are points where it looks almost like motes of light reflecting off of your light, like like little bits of glass embedded in the ceiling, kind of giving this reflective look of almost like a starry sky. You know, Yamamoto and Baka, you have like a moment of like flashbacks, but it's not like that. It's not like that horrible other empty space. It's like, okay, this is more like an optical illusion, but it's a physical structure. It's a black painted ceiling, but you can tell that it's a ceiling. It's just more like an illusion in here of like a starry sky, or someone's imagining of a starry sky. As for the patterns on the ground, Arcana check could be done, or nature check. So Arcana or nature could be done in here. As for the bodies, while people are rolling those checks, now the bodies themselves, Yamamoto, you would recognize the red and gray uniforms of Legion soldiers. So 3 of them are hobgoblins, like they're hobgoblin legionaries, 3 of these bodies. One of them is also a hobgoblin, and they're in the blue coat. It looks like they're one of the Docktown militia. Then you can see there is this hooded figure face down. Based on their clothing, Yamamoto, they look like a seeker, but they're face down. You haven't flipped them over yet. And the last one is very unmistakably Callum's body shape.
I'm gonna go over and check Callum, see if he's breathing.
Sure. You go over there and check Callum. Now, Lawbringer, in this room, like, you're not entirely certain what the significance of any of this is.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't know if I could guidance myself, but if so, it turned it to from 11 to a +2. I don't know.
I'd say, based on what you're seeing here, you could cast guidance on yourself to try and help yourself a little bit here.
11, 12, 13?
13. With a 13, you think this has something to do with the stars? Like actual stars. You can't remember stars, but you know what they are. So obviously you must have witnessed stars before, because this looks kind of like a star shape to you. So hey, memory unlocked. You've seen stars before. You don't remember why you know that, but I mean, you must have seen them if this looks like stars to you, and that's what comes up in your head of stars, right? There is something familiar about them, actually, Lawbringer, but you can't put your metallic finger on it. Amal. Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I think that makes like a lot of sense for him of like stars. He doesn't like, and it's like he doesn't think about it because he's now thinking about, why am I thinking of stars? And now he's thinking of, what are stars?
What are stars?
And he's just like, and now he's like devolved into just infinite loops of asking himself.
It's like, what are stars?
Questions.
Stars are hot balls of gas in the sky. How do I know what stars are? How do I know that's what stars are? Why is that stars? They're like the sun. What is the sun? I've never seen the sun, but I know what it is. Why do I know what that is? And yeah, that's what he's doing. Amal, you have never seen stars either. You've never seen stars in person. You've never seen the moon. You've not seen these things with your own eyes. However, you have seen, thanks to your faith, depictions of these things, of the moon, of the stars. And this is a starscape, and you, thanks to your previous studies and things, you know what constellations are. On the ground are drawings of constellations. But these are not constellations that are familiar to you. You've seen like star maps of the night sky. I would say, thanks to your past, your faith and things, this is something that you would have seen at some point. Some very well kept, secretive star maps of the night sky over this world. And what you are looking at on the ground, you can identify that, yes, these totally look like constellations, but they are no constellations you have ever seen. This is not your night sky. So either
I'll explain that.
So either your star maps were wrong, or the sky has changed, or this just straight up isn't your night sky. Yeah, you can explain that.
Yeah. I'll explain that, but as I walk over to Callum and Yamo checking Callum, I'll just ask, is he still alive?
As you're going over there and checking that, Amira, she hops off the snake and kind of stalks over very cautiously, carefully, like she's She's definitely curious. You can make an insight check if you like, anyone who's proficient or watching this. But she is like kind of stalking over towards Callum. Amal, she's got a cool demeanor, but she is actually concerned. So you can tell, okay, she kind of keeps it cool and light, but she is concerned about, is he okay or not?
And considering the state of him, and I look at her, does she seem like she's very wounded, or?
It looks like she's generally okay, but kind of roughed up. Like she's probably been through some things and hasn't really had a lot of chance to rest, but she's not like bleeding out, caked in blood and stuff. Like she looks winded, but okay. Kind of okay. Callum, from behind Amal, you don't see any evidence of injury other than these black pools of ichor on the ground. On Callum, at least, you just see him lying there facing away from you. Now, as you approach, and Yamamoto, you go and you turn him over, and as you guys are approaching, the other bodies, Amal, you've got some pretty good perception, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How's Lawbringer's perception? It's also very good, isn't it?
17.
Yeah,
passive.
yeah. Lawbringer and Amal, you would both kind of see this. The hobgoblins, like both the blue coat militiamen and the red and grays, their eyes are all gone, and like leaking out of their faces, like their eye sockets, it looks like some of this black ichor has like leaked out of their faces where their eyes once were, and out of their mouths that are open, like they're drooling it out. It's really weird and wrong and looks really bad. As for Cal, now, and you also notice like Amal and Lawbringer, the Seeker is face down, if that's what they are. Like the hooded figure, which Yamamoto thinks looks like a Seeker, is face down. But they're in the middle of a black pool.
Can I walk over to the pool?
Mm-hmm. Now,
And
touch it.
I don't want to touch it now. Can I attempt to collect?
Okay, well, you try and determine what exactly would you attempt to collect it with. So you get back to me on that. Yamamoto, you go over and you're rolling Callum over. You're checking on him, right? Trying to see, like, does he have a pulse? Yep. Is he breathing? You flip him over, and his eyes are open, staring kind of blankly, and immediately it's like, oh god, like, you know, usually that means, you know, you're dead. Yeah. And you're like checking him for a pulse or something, and you detect there is a weak but steady pulse. As you look at him, he looks like he's paralyzed. As the light kind of cascades over, you see his pupils actually dilate slowly, but they do. He's alive, just immobile.
Can any of you remove paralysis?
Yes. I'll come over and I will cast a lesser restoration on him.
Okay. Now, as you get close, Amal, what is your medicine skill? Are you proficient in medicine?
Let's see. It looks like yes. Or no, I don't have a check mark next to it.
Okay, so you're not medicine
I just
proficient.
got
So
my
like no
plus.
extra information. Okay, so you go over and you get close and you put a hand on him. Go ahead and cast your lesser restoration and mark that off. As suddenly there's this glow that settles on him, and his eyes like dilate quite a lot and really constrict on themselves all of a sudden. As you know, the light there, they just close up. What's the reverse of dilate?
Contract.
Contract. Thank you. Yeah, his irises just contract, and he starts coughing. Just oh my god. Oh, what? Oh wow. Oh, huh. And he just kind of, he goes to sit up, and then just, you can both tell, when you stand up too fast and just, oh, everything goes black.
Yep.
Yeah. As he
So I
sits
kinda,
up
like,
and then just,
support him.
oh, he's gonna, there like, oh, breathing for a second as he blinks and looks around. Yamamoto?
Callum.
Am I dead?
No, not unless I am, but I hope I'm not.
Nah, you're not dead,
I
you little
was for a
shit. You're
while.
alive, Amira. Amira? Oh my god, you're alive. Here. Oh.
I hate to interrupt this reunion, but out of the party that you came with, is there anyone else that we need to look for? Is this it?
As he's there and he kind of stares off for a moment, and you can see like he's, because you still have your hand on him, Yamamoto. And I don't know, Amal, would you still have your hands on him, or would you have like cast a spell and just kind of withdrawn?
I would have not touched him unless I had to.
Okay, so you just would have touched him for lesser restoration. Here's the touch, then hands off.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I'll be touching him because I'm like supporting him to make sure he doesn't.
Like
fall
you
over.
can feel he is shaking like someone in shock, right? Like Yamamoto, he is literally like, you can feel his body shaking. He's got the chills bad. He's probably in a state of shock after something. But he's coming out of it, because I mean, like some magic was cast on him. He's got some recovery. So he's just kind of there and breathing. We were separated, me and Mira, you got out, huh? Okay, I saw you jump through a wall and I followed, but you weren't there anymore, and I was wondering a while, and I found back here. We made a stand here before, and I think he looks around. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it
I
go?
don't want to know.
The thing that there was, I was in here and there were the bodies and there was a shadow. I saw something and I felt this thing that's this stinging, and he's like feeling around to his back. He can't see his back, but you actually see there's a puncture mark through the back of his like his robes, like a single puncture point.
I'm going to examine that
Sure.
gingerly if he'll allow.
Yeah, make a medicine check. You may not be proficient, but you are skilled in that thing. Does anyone want to believe in you?
Does anyone want to believe in me?
I'm doing my thing, but sure. Is that contact?
You have to touch, yeah, for the wow.
People believing in me.
Well,
It really
believing
helps.
in you is guidance,
D4.
not advantage.
But
Oh, okay. Well, damn.
I'd say maybe Yamamoto. Well, how's none of you are medicine proficient, are you?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, then you can help.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I am, but
I'm
I
not
am.
proficient, but I have a +5.
Then you know what? Sure. We'll say that you come over, it's like, I believe in you, and then you're helping like examine the wound. You don't know
Also, I
why
have
you
a
know the things that you know, but you're helping, and there we go, natural 20. So like a 25 plus 1. It doesn't matter. You examine it, and this is like an injection point from some kind of large stinger.
I'm going to explain that to him.
Oh, what hit me? What do you mean? Large
I
stinger?
don't know.
I felt this pain, and it was burning, and then I must have passed out and I couldn't move, and when I think I remember seeing shadows playing at the edge of my vision, like something crawling around in the shadows. As he's saying that, you guys like probably looking up at all the shadows in the room. It's like, where?
Okay. Well, Fuck this. Amal is going to take out his marvelous pigments and he's going to start painting a door.
Just a door? Okay.
Yeah. Like, get us
Can
the
I-
fuck out.
Can I
Not
also-
one of their
Are
doors.
we
they're
trying to
mine.
live?
One of your doors. Okay. Are you like painting it in a wall?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Interesting. Interesting. You start painting on like you just take out your pigments and you start painting there like a simple door, and then you finish like, and it just seems to become real when you finish.
Great. I'm going to open that door.
Okay. The door opens. And I would say this probably opens to whatever would be directly on the other side of this wall, because it's what would make sense. Your door opens into a... It looks like a waiting room. Like your door is just there on the wall, and there's like two other doors into this room, like the actual proper doors, and you just kind of like this door is opening at kind of an odd angle. Like there's a desk beside it that's like half poking through the door, but like you could easily get around the desk, no problem. Like no one would have any issues. It's just kind of like, oh, it's kind of an awkward thing. Like you just made a door here. In this waiting room, you can see there's a couple benches. There's nobody on the benches. There is a goblin laying on the desk in front of you with what looks like multiple spikes driven through their body. And the spikes are like crystalline. You would swear they were ice. Like just there, driven through the body. Well, the corpse, really. There's one in like one right at the clavicle that looks like it's shattered right through. There's one in like on the left wrist. There's another one on like right through kind of the hip bone. There's one in the right foot, and it's just impaled onto the desk.
Okay, I'm going to call to Amira and ask, is this a real room that you remember from this place?
And she's over by Callum and then looks over. She kind of walks over. Well, that's fancy. Like points at your pigments at the door. Peeks inside. I haven't seen this room. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? That's a dead goblin.
I don't-
That's a really dead goblin.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so
Not one of mine.
I'll plot to everyone else and say, I think I can create doors for us to use to get out of here. My question is, how many will it take? Or should we try to go through the floor? Can everyone swim?
Can everyone swim?
I can swim, but I'm not sure trying to go down. Like, is it going to end us up in the water, or is it going to end us up somewhere else?
If there's anything below this place, you would imagine it's sand or rock.
Okay.
Like a
Lawbringer over there weighing over 500 pounds.
Lawbringer, you'd be fine in the water.
No.
You just walk.
Well, I thought it was water because when we were going downstairs, you were like, "How could there be stairs? This is on a."
Yeah,
this is above
it was
water."
more
Yeah.
like, how could there be stairs? Because you're on a beach.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and this in theory should be pissing full of water. While that's happening, Lawbringer goes over to the giant puddle of ooze,
Yeah.
and he pulls out 3 oil flasks, and he'll like pour them out off to the side, wash them out, and then he, using tongs from his right tool for the job, will dip the vials into the ooze, the ichor or whatever the fuck it is, work it carefully, and then wash off the ampules.
Okay. So as you are doing this, and you go and you approach, and you're like, excuse me, interacting with this stuff, the moment you touch it with your tongs. Now these are right tool for the job. Are these magical?
These would be magical, yes.
Okay. The moment you touch it with your tongs, this black substance snaps away from you and seems to retract over top of the bodies. As the first, like the pool that you touched and interacted with, it like snaps back and coats like two of the corpses on the ground. And as it does this, the two corpses just seem to meld into it. The other pool nearby under the Seeker just seems to, like the Seeker's body just fades down into it. Like it just rapidly is consumed by it or dissolved into it or just like absorbed into the floor. It's really weird, but this substance seems to grow as it does that, like expand outwards. And there is one more that seems to also consume the last of the bodies. 3 of these ichor things just kind of are there. Just, it's awful. And as that's happening, you realize all 3 of these things are mobile, active, and they start moving with what you can only describe as hostile intent towards the party. I'm going to need you all to roll initiative against some kind of dark
Ooh, nice. Natural 20.
ooze. Natural 20.
I must also
Oh,
tell
sorry.
you. Or go ahead, sorry.
I just wanted to confirm, like, were these, sorry, do you say these were all the Seeker bodies, or were some of these also...
One of them was the Seeker body, and the rest of them were the Hobgoblins.
I meant the Hobgoblin soldiers. Okay, so the other Dogtown militia guy didn't mold in.
Yeah, he did. He did get pulled into one as well.
Oh,
Like, one of
okay.
them grabbed 2 of the bodies, and the other one grabbed the other 2 bodies, and then one of them grabbed the Seeker.
Okay, right, so all of the bodies, aside from
Yeah.
Callum.
All of the bodies aside from Callum, and you imagine, like, Callum was pretty near these things, so he would have been pulled as well if it was, like, a thing. But, yeah.
Right.
They're pretty awful, whatever these things are. But, yeah. They are around. They are existing, and they are doing something. You don't know what they are, but we, like I said, we are rolling initiative.
I assume we're not surprised.
No, you are not surprised, and whatever these things are not surprised.
I
And
Immune to it anyways, so.
immune to what? Oh, surprise!
Surprise. Helmet of Awareness. I get to roll advantage on initiative checks, and I am immune to the surprise condition.
Amazing. Now, where is Callum's stat block? Callum, where are you? I thought I had. Where did I put him? Oh, there he is. Callum. Hey, I thought I still had a stat block for this fucker. There he is.
Isn't he like a level 3 mage?
He was.
Oh, was he
He's
going
got a whole
for
year.
him?
He might have gotten stronger. You don't know, but he was a level
A
3
year
mage.
is long enough to go from level 1 to level 20. He could be
If the
God
right
now.
if the right things have happened, yes.
I like to think he's like, I've learned some new things, and he's now like level 6.
He
He's
was
just gonna call power word kill on this thing.
power
already
word kill. I'm over here just casting poison hands, and I heard power word scrunch. I need to get out of here. Love those guys. Let's see. Who is missing? Sasaki. Did I roll for Sasaki? Jeez, why?
No.
Why does there have to be so many people who are not you? Sasaki.
Because
Because we're hoarders and we like carrying our NPCs with us.
And also you like when your party members become NPCs temporarily too. You know, it's just great. It's awesome.
Hey, you're the one who reintroduced Amira. No one asked you. To
Yeah,
put
no.
Amira in.
That's
You
that's
just
fine. It would have been fine, but you know, over here, I'm not controlling the thing. There is not like an ogre trapped inside this stuff, but it does look otherwise like that. There are 3 of these things. Yeah. Okay. 3 of these things. Doot. Okay. All right. Yes. Starting things off at the top of the round is Sasaki. Of course, it's Sasaki. Sasaki.
The paranoid schizophrenic.
The schizophrenic. Yeah. She is going to.
That's a question.
What?
Does the the revival thing, does that knock her thing down? Because she takes a -4 to, I'm not sure how.
Yeah.
Ability checks and stuff?
It's ability checks. It's skill check. Yeah, it's everything. So a -4 on her. She already does have the global skill modifier of -4. So let's see. Sasaki. I think it didn't add her -4. Yes, she's an additional modifier.
If I capital H healed her, would she still have the -4?
Yes, because it only goes away with time. I
Yeah.
think greater restoration might as well, but I think it also just goes away with time. So she just hasn't had time. So -4, she would be at 19.16. So the first person is not actually Sasaki, but Lawbringer.
Yay.
You have the initiative, Lawbringer.
Hey.
You see these things have appeared.
Right. Law understands that the human over here is very squishy and wounded, so he will move to.
Yeah. Callum is
Intercept.
probably at like 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Or
So-
something. But yeah.
Law will move to interpose himself between this creature and him.
Sure. Makes sense.
And then, you guys wouldn't notice this. Lawbringer doesn't have any weapons on him. He rocks up to this thing and attempts to fucking throttle it.
All right. Thunder Gauntlets. Okay. So you go and you fucking punch. Yeah?
Yeah, and if this hits, it sounds like a gunshot going off when he like
Boom.
punches it.
Okay. All right. So this is a melee attack, right?
Yes.
All right. You are going to take some damage when you interact with this thing. You take 2 points of acid damage, but you do punch it for 10 damage. As there's like this sizzling on your gauntlets, and you wonder if they weren't magical. Oh, I wonder what that would do.
Yeah. Basically, I am all magic, so it's moot. But
Yeah. But yes.
he'll yell out, "Be wary of these creatures. They seem to be acidic in nature."
But yeah, you take 2 points of acid damage.
And then punch him again. 20 for 12.
Yep. You're going to take another 3 points of acid damage, but you deal 12 more damage to this thing. Now this you said this is thunder, right?
Yes, it is thunder damage.
Okay. Right. Very good. Okay. You deal thunder damage to this thing. Okay. Next up is now it's Sasaki. Sasaki sees this other one over there, and she's like, "Okay, buddy, I don't want to get close." And she is going to do thrown weapon stuff because she has thrown weapons, and she does not want to touch it. She's gonna pull out some throwing weapons. Let's see here. She's gonna throw some kunai at it. That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. And then her offhand, is it supposed to be 10? Oh yeah, she's rolling the same. And then her offhand one, which, wait a minute. Does she have two? She has thrown weapon fighting and. Does she have? Right. She doesn't have two weapon fighting, but she has thrown weapon fighting. So the next one's not going to include her other stuff. But she is going to throw. What are these? These are two piercing implements, and then she's going to throw one of her bow shurikens at it as well. Just. Poof, poof, poof. This one is. Wow. Okay. It doesn't get the +4 from her dex, but that's still a 9. Okay, so that's gonna hit 3 times for 9, 10, and 10, so 20 damage. As each one of her weapons hits the thing, they dissolve.
Ugh.
And she's like, I don't think I can get those back. So.
I tried to warn you.
And then she's like, it's okay. I got more. And you see on her person, she's got like, her cloak kind of flares out. And she is covered. Like, she has throwing stars, bow shurikens, hand axes, light hammers. She's even got a couple nets, bunch of kunai, things like all over on bandoliers, on belts. She is covered in throwing weapons.
Let's go, girl.
She throws 3 things, and she's like, "Yeah, I ain't getting close to that." But that's her turn. Brawlkin, which is, oh wait, and the cat. Vesper's gonna go after it though. Maul. 19 for 12, and Vesper's gonna take some acid damage back. 1d8. 2. All right, Vesper takes 2 acid damage. Just. Okay. Brawlkin, and then Baka, you'll be up next. Brawlkin is going to be like, well, I'm glad this thing is magic. Well, I'm glad this thing is magic. What's her accent? Her accent is like... It's like kind of Scottish sounding. Oh, fuck, I've lost my Scottish accent. Oh, fuck, I lost my Scottish accent. That's my Scottish accent, eh? No, that's not right. Is that right? That's not right. That's like...
Crikey.
That's like Australian now. Fuck, what's Scottish sound like? Somebody quick, give me Scottish.
I'll be Scottish like this. Basically, you just replace
You cannot change your fate. Oh, thank you so much, Psycho.
Yeah.
You cannot change your fate. Alright, so Brawlkin, she's going to come up and just says, well, fuck this then. I hope this'll work. And she pulls out her dwarven thrower and just hucks the fucker. She's got 2 hits, right? Yeah.
2, if not 3.
I think she just has 2. Extra
Right,
attack.
she's 1 level barbarian. I forgot about that.
She is level 4 barbarian, level 10
Oh.
fighter. Wait, what level are you guys?
14.
14.
You're 14. Okay. So she is 10 fighter, 4 barbarian. Okay, cool. She throws it twice. Thwomp. Wait, no, that's not thrown. Is that the thrown one? That's not thrown. That's two-handed. Oh, it's also whispering. Okay, where's the thrown? Thrown. 1, 2. It's a magical weapon, so it's not taking any damage from her just whipping it at this thing twice. Just thump, thump. You guys do have good ways of dealing with things at range, you know? Just wham, wham. That's her turn. Baka. Finally, we get to someone else who's not currently an NPC.
What, you don't enjoy just playing D&D by yourself?
No! Baka, it's your turn.
Baka,
Baka.
you're muted if you're trying to speak.
Ooh, he's muted.
I was. Yeah, I had a phone call. Big question. How big is this room?
This room is about 40 feet in diameter, and there are 3 doorways in this room. One is the open door that you came from, that is still open. 2 is the doorway beyond where these corpses were, and 3 is the one that Amal made just in a fucking wall.
This would take care of all the enemies, but it would probably kill a few people of them. Probably not that spell. I mean, Firestorm would probably take care of all this, but you know, it's a 40-foot room, so 7 10-foot. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 10-foot cubes would probably be a little overkill in a 40-foot room.
Yes, that would be a lot of
fire.
fire. That would be a ridiculous amount of fire. Yes, you are very correct. That would be a lot. That would be quite a lot.
What else is in this room right now? Like
you guys, the 3 oozes, and the animals. The room is pretty full of shit.
Oh, nothing on the floor?
No.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, what kind of stuff's on the floor? Nothing?
Well, constellations are on the floor.
So no physical objects?
No, no physical objects on the floor, no.
We got that spell. I'm kind of limited in what I can do in this situation since we're all in a small space.
Yeah, you are all in a small space, yeah.
So, you know, he's just going to go straight old-fashioned Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians! Okay. And 15-foot radius, just... Woof. So you'll just want to probably move around a little bit and catch a few of these fuckers. Okay, nice.
He's just gonna move and get that one in range.
Okay. All right, you do that. Amal.
All right, so Amal is very concerned looking at Callum.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to go near to Callum.
Yeah.
Make sure that he can defend him.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to turn on his symbiotic entity.
Okay. So you activate that.
And yeah, activate that. And then as a bonus action, throw some spores out at one of the oozes.
All right. Is that spreading spores or
Spreading spores.
Spreading spores. Okay. And the ability to seed an area with deadly spores. Bonus action while symbiotic entity is active. You hurl spores. 10-foot cubes. That'll definitely cover one of these things. And if they start the turn there, they take Halo of Spores damage. Okay. So you can't use Halo of Spores reaction right now, but you're damaging. Is it this closer one that you're damaging?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I'll put a little green token on it. That's where your spores are. And go ahead and give yourself those temporary hit points for your symbiosis. If you haven't already.
So you just see like hot pink spores kind of like shooting out and then erupting in like a cloud.
Mm-hmm. Do they like seem to shoot out of his body or?
Well, I think they just kind of like seem to coalesce in that one area.
Okay. All right. And then how about what would the Halo spores look like on himself? Or the symbiotic entity rather?
You can start seeing like his eyes glow a little bit, and then you can start seeing like, you know, kind of a glow coming from his skin and maybe like a little bit of a, I don't know, let's see. Can't really see, like you can see like a faint sheen of spores around him.
Amazing.
Like he's covered in some kind of like dusty mist.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that'll bring us to the first of these creatures. This one is close to Baka and Vesper. And what it's going to do... yeah, it's going to
Wisdom save?
of wisdom save first. Yes, yes. And how much damage? It's a
18 radiant.
Yeah, it does take the radiant damage, and then it's just going to move like into Vesper's space, and bludgeon Vesper with some pseudopods, or attempt to. That is an 8 and a natural 20. Oh shit. Okay, Vesper is going to take 15 points of bludgeoning damage and 35 points of acid damage. And there's a baby. Hello, baby. Hey. Okay. A bunch of damage on Vesper. What? No, I have a baby. There's no baby here. There's no baby here! Vesper needs to make a dexterity save or be glomped. Okay, Vesper is not glomped, but just gets fucking bodied by this thing. You can see poor Vesper has just been slammed, and you can see the poor cat. Its fur is sizzling from this acid that's just burning across it. It's taken some serious damage from that hit. Oh, goodbye, baby. Okay, but that's it for that thing. Callum. Callum, who is kind of injured and standing here, he looks and he's like, those things, I think there's some kind of weird black pudding-like thing, but not quite. I don't know. He's just going to use some magic, and he's going to cast Mind Spike, maybe? Yeah. Yes, because then because he's a divination wizard, and he can use that to regain a first level spell slot. Bam. Mind Spike. Wow. Okay. Mind Spike does 3d8 damage. You know what he rolled?
3 8s?
3 1s.
Oh.
When you ask that question, there's only 2 correct answers.
Yeah.
It's either max damage or min damage.
Oh, he looks like he's kind of tired, but it does give him back one of his first level slots. So he's used up something here, but you know, he's getting back a little bit of magic. You don't know how drained he is. Like you have no idea how well he's doing or not on his spell front, but he throws out a bit of magic. And apparently, like, he just kind of like a finger goes to his head and he focuses, and you see this thing kind of ripples a little bit, and he's like, "Damn it!" Oh, no. So it hasn't really taken much effect. The giant constrictor snake, though, glomp. Oh man,
Is it gonna swallow the acid?
it's gonna try and constrict it hilariously. It's gonna take acid damage when it does that. For one, like, obviously, but then it does hit the acid for bludgeoning damage, 14 bludgeoning damage, and the acid is restrained. Actually, it's not immune to the restrained condition. That's actually fucking hilarious. So,
However it worked, it worked.
yeah, there you see a snake and this ooze just like, you know, curling around in on each other like some kind of fucked up snake mating ritual thing. It's really weird. But that happens over there. Yamamoto, it's your turn. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Alright, I'm going to... I can do more damage by going in close. Which has taken more damage? The one by Law or the one by Vesper?
The one by Vesper has taken the most damage.
Alright, I'm gonna go for that one then.
Okay, and what are you doing?
So I'm just gonna make some regular attacks against it.
Okay. So, your first attack, you take 6 points of acid damage as you just bring your sword down and cleave through this thing, just slashing through this horrible thing's form. And it's like, oh yeah, like that was pretty awful. And as you slash right through this thing, it splits in half. And now there are 2 of them.
I regret this instantly.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions.
Well,
I assume they're like at least smaller versions, right?
Yes, each one is smaller. They're now like size medium, but there are now 2 of them.
Both in melee with me?
Yep, both are in melee with you, and you just slash, and it's like you feel like you did nothing but just make another one.
I mean, maybe if I make them even smaller, they become less of a threat, or they become more of a threat.
Who knows? Only one way to find out.
All right, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna actually take a step back so I'm out of their weapon reach.
Okay, so they'll both take opportunity attacks on you.
Yep.
Okay. A 6.
Nope.
And a 6. Wow. Wow. Wow, that was really bad. That was bad. Okay, yeah, you take a step back. Now, now Yamamoto, your first slash just kind of split them in twain. What do you do with your next attack?
Okay, that was not quite perfect. I am then going to, let me just double check to make sure.
Are you gonna do the thing?
I'm gonna do the thing. He's gonna just like, he wants to hit them from range. He's not quite sure what he's doing, but almost instinctively he just cuts through the air, and a bolt of radiant light is gonna go towards this one.
Okay.
Shouldn't be
The
an advantage. I don't know why.
12 will hit for 11 radiant damage as you just cut the air and what the fuck was that, Yamamoto? And Baka, you just witness your, like, the avatar of your god just took a step back, like dodging these 2 things punching at him, and just like golden weapon slice the air, a projectile of radiant light.
What?
The Lord has manifested more power.
Yeah, Yamamoto
I
just
like
what?
glance over towards Baka, like a "what the fuck did you do?" kind of look. It's still up.
See his eyes get all big and glittery, like a kid idolizing, staring back at you.
Do you bonus action with that as well, or is that only if you spend a key point?
I have bonus action. I just want to check, like, that one's still up.
What one's still up? What?
The one I hit. It's still up.
Oh, it's still up. It's still up. You haven't bonus actioned
Oh.
yet because you just
No,
attacked
I'm
and then you did
gonna-
a second attack. So
Like, still acting on
instincts.
instinct. He's going to move around the side and bonus action to Burning Hands.
All right. Burning Hands or a Searing Arc Strike. Is that what it is?
It is, yes.
Yes. Okay.
So, like, he cuts with that and just on the rebound pulls up and instead flame erupts from the sword.
This holy fire just burns outwards. The first one, it doesn't matter if it succeeds the dexterity save or not. It is just incinerated. The second one, this one needs to make a dexterity save against, what's your save DC on this? Oh wait,
16.
yeah, it says right there, 16. It's almost like I prepared these things in such a way where all that information
Yeah.
is shown. They roll
you
a
did
natural
good
20 to get a 17. So 5 damage. It does look like it's quite damaged though. Just just you slash one of them and they just split in half. You step back, another like bolt of radiant light, and then like what the fuck? And then you go over here and your next slash just fire just erupts from you in a line, just incinerating one of them and leaving the
His
other.
eyes are just like wide. He's confused at himself at what the hell he just did.
Yeah, there's a bit of a glow around your blade and hands, like a golden glow.
So would Amal notice that Yamo is confused by what he's doing, even though he's doing really well and seems to know, like clearly you're a good fighter and you're powerful. Why are you confused?
Yeah, let's see here. What's your insight? Amal, you've got a plus. Okay, you're not insight proficient, so with your, because you got a passive of 15. Yeah, probably a little bit. Like, he seems a little confused at what's going on. You're not sure why, but yeah.
Interesting people.
Interesting people indeed.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. That's your turn. Okay. Well, next up is Amira. Okay. Well, from where she is, looking at these things, she's like, I'm not. She looks over and sees. She sees the one of these oozes just held by a snake, and she's like, I'm not getting involved over there. Looks over and like Lawbringer 1v1ing this thing. Callum's near that. Okay, and looks over. There's another one. You know what? That one looks really weak. She's gonna slink around the side, and as she does, you're going to see. Yeah, she slinks around the side and see she kind of reaches to her side, and in her hand it looks like some coiled vines just start snaking out of her clothing. And all of a sudden she brings her arm back and in a way that looks very like, oh, this seems very familiar, a drow woman with a whip. Amal. Just thorns.
What is it about these women?
What is it about these women and whips? Why?
Why are they like this?
Why are they like this? Why are they like this? She is going to thorn whip this thing. Or try to. Okay. Just thorn whip. Whips out. Boom. Okay. She deals 7 points of damage to this thing. It is still intact. She chooses not to pull it towards herself.
A wise choice.
A wise choice. Just, she whips out, but just kind of lets go of the lash when it reaches the thing, and just, and then just, still fucking alive. And then she kind of slinks behind Brawlkin. Hold me. Hold me, I'm baby. The cave bear. Lawbringer, multi-attack, bite and claws on the black pudding thing. Whatever it is. I mean, it's probably like a black pudding, but not quite. It does do 10 damage. Well, it does do 9 piercing damage. He takes 10 damage in return.
Oh.
And then with his claws, Lawbringer, the pudding splits into 2. Hooray! Don't you wish your pudding was hot like me? Don't you?
I usually prefer cold pudding.
Don't
but
you?
hey, hell.
Don't you wish your pudding was a freak like this one? Ah, yes, the cave bear just,
No.
and it howls. This is coated in acid. Yeah, and then Sasaki just, no, fuck, no, don't do that. Oh, yes, now it's their turn. The one that's being, the one that's mating your snake, is going to natural 1 on attacking the thing that's restraining it.
The acid ooze is unable to hurt the thing that is literally coiled around it.
Yeah, go figure, right? I don't...
Huh.
Well, that's its first attack. The second one, it is restrained, so it has disadvantage. It would have crit, but it has disadvantage.
Negative on your...
What?
I didn't know you could be negative on the initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got negative dexterity.
Yeah, and these things do. Well, the snake is going to take 4 bludgeoning and 14 acid. But it's not a crit, it's just that from the second attack. And that's all that one's doing. These 2 puddings, first off, they need to make constitution saves because Amal, you have them covered in your spores. So
Yay,
what is
covered in
what is your save
right?
DC for that? One of them, actually it doesn't matter. One rolls a 6, one rolls a 22. So one of them obviously fails, one of them obviously passes. Go ahead and roll damage for the one that failed. This is necrotic, right?
It should be 2d10.
Okay. They are not immune or resistant to necrotic, so it's taking full damage. It is the top one. So the top one's taking 6 full points of necrotic damage. All right. Well then, that's
Only 6.
exciting. Lawbringer. It's your turn. I love how nobody's hitting these things with non-magical weapon, and they haven't hit anybody who's wearing non-magical armor.
Yeah.
It's really good that you're not letting them do that. Lawbringer, go ahead.
19 for 15.
Stupid bear. Yeah,
I mean,
that's...
Sasaki did hit it with a non-magical weapon. It's just
they did. And they did dissolve. You take 7 points of acid damage, Lawbringer, and you deal 15 to this thing in front of you. It is still intact.
Well, technically speaking, I haven't actually taken any damage.
No? Are you immune to acid?
No, defensive field. 10 HP.
Right.
Under Gauntlet.
So now you're probably going to take some damage.
29 for 10, unless it's like 2 damage.
It is 1 damage.
So I still
You still haven't taken any actual damage because you've got your shield just as the acid is like splashing back on you, and there's just like magical flare-ups on your armor as your shield just absorbs it.
Now that it's at 1, I bonus action recast it, so it's back to 14. That's my turn.
I love that so much.
I love that. I love your recharging shield. That it's so good.
Comes back up. Is there any kind of limit on that thing, or just like it's a higher level one? Isn't it?
I can use it 2 more times. I can use it proficiency bonus amount of times, and it generates a shield equal to my artificer level.
Right. That's very handy, especially because at this level, that's 5 times in a day. Is it in a day? Long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 5 times per long rest.
Okay, so you are burning through them. These fights are burning through them, but you still have some left. Nice. Okay.
Yes.
So you do that, but you just completely dispatch one of them.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Which one? Did I forget to have them go?
They divided, but I don't know.
They never actually attacked.
Yeah, they didn't.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So this one would have attacked you before you attack it. So this,
go ahead.
This might affect your prior shield. That did get down to this would be before you hit it. So your shield right now would be at 9
I mean,
because
it
you
doesn't
took
matter,
8.
right? 'Cause,
Well,
like it's all additive. So
kind of.
It doesn't matter what.
One of its attacks would have been a 22 for 9 bludgeoning. Oh, a 22 misses you.
AC 25.
Oh, holy shit. AC 25. Well, the first one does miss then. The second one is also going to miss with a 20. On the bear, a 20 for just bear is deleted damage. And then it shifts forward to get close to Callum and you. And it's going to try and punch you, flanking for 25.
Okay, that does hit.
6 bludgeoning, 17 acid.
6 bludgeoning, 17.
So that would have broken, because you would have had 9. So then you take 6, you take 17, and then
3.
yeah, and then you would have punched the thing twice for 8 more.
Is so then I take 14 actual damage minus 14, and then
8 more because you punched the thing twice. Oh, you had a bonus action to recharge your shield before you punched it, I imagine.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would have.
So then it would have
So that-
been 8 damage out of your 14. And then we're back to proper things. So you've done your stuff, Lawbringer. Now it's Sasaki. But very good. You can see Sasaki, as she's been witnessing what was going on, like her hand, one of her hands rests on a hand axe, and then she's like, no, that would be a bad idea. Slashing damage. Oh man, she's gonna pull out though with her thrown weapon fighting. She's gonna draw multiple throwing weapons. Let me see here. You can draw a weapon that has a thrown property as part of an attack you use to make with the weapon. Yeah, so she can just draw as many as she can make attacks with. Amazing. She's just gonna throw, like, she's got 49 more bow shuriken, so she's just throwing 3 of those. That still hits this thing, which destroys it. That's hilarious. She is going to then move over here and throw 2 more. Wow. Well, those are all going to hit. The last one is not an 11. It's 11 minus 4, which is 7. So 7 damage plus 10 damage. And okay. There we go. Sasaki throwing weapons like there's no tomorrow while she's fucking exhausted. Brawlkin looks over at this mess over here. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is, but fuck it. And she's just gonna throw her hammer into it twice. Just into the mess. That's both gonna hit. 10, 14. Nice. And Baka! These puddings are gone! But you can move closer to other ones!
He's gonna move down to the one with the snake.
Okay. And what do you want to use with your action? They don't seem very dexterous.
Let's see. You know what? That's a good thing to say. I think he's probably going to use something a little sacred, a little flamey.
Okay. It rolls a -1 on its saving throw. Like literally -1.
Okay.
17 damage. It is still intact, but barely. Just you think this thing is, I mean, the snake's probably going to kill it now. But yeah. Looking around at the party, Vesper looks pretty fucked up, but like is no longer engaged with things, and Callum looks like he's just barely standing.
Oh dear.
It's kind of teetery.
Be fine.
He'll be fine. All right, we're moving on to Amal. All right, now Amal. I mean, as long as you dispatch this thing, Callum will be perfectly fine, won't he?
I'll definitely interpose myself between it and Callum.
All right.
And then I will bonus action Shillelagh and
Smack it.
strike at it with my
All right.
staff.
Now this makes your staff magical, which is very fortunate. You will take 7 points of acid damage in return. Are you activating it as a withering staff hit?
A withering staff hit as well.
Amazing. Okay. Well, you take 7 points of damage, which just goes against your, temporary hit points, and this thing is just dispatched. Yeah.
And then I will immediately turn to. I guess we have one left, so I
Yeah.
can't do anything else. But yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. The one that's left is. I think these ones are. Yeah, those ones up there are dead. Callum. He's not gonna waste big magic. He's just gonna try Toll the Dead on this thing. He's going to attempt a Toll the Dead on this black pudding-esque monster. Wisdom save. That's a lot of damage if it failed. It fails. Just boom as the last thing just kind of dissipates, and all of this black ooze just kind of melts away into like the floor and just is kind of gone. And with that, everything falls quiet once more. And then just Amira. Oh, well, that wasn't so bad.
Amal will immediately look around and very concerned look at Callum and just ask, "Are you all right?" You're not all right.
Oh, I'm who are you? He does seem a little bit out of it, but he is also confused.
I'm gonna do what I can, which is I'm going to cast Big H Heal on him.
Big H heal?
Woof.
Oh my.
I don't have Cure Wounds.
Oh my god.
I have your wounds.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're over here like, well, you know what? Big H.
I was about to offer, but if
I love that.
I mean, he's worth it. He's
I
worth
love
the big
that.
H shield.
He's worth a big H.
Yeah.
All right, let me just check. I think I've got his hit points, like his maximum hit points. I think I have them calculated wrong. Let me just quickly check. Con modifier. Okay, yeah, his hit points were incorrect, but it didn't matter because he was at 1. Big H heal is just 70 fucking hit points, right? And removes all status conditions.
Yeah.
Basically.
He's at full hit points. Just you put your hands on him and just whoa, okay. Oh.
And all the pink spores kind of crawl onto him, like just
Yeah.
close your eyes.
Yeah, settle into his skin and just ha ha ha. Oh,
Oh man.
thank you. As they kind of just crawl
are
into
you
his skin.
You're okay now?
Yeah, actually, I feel a lot better now. Thank you. I don't think we've been introduced. Hi, I'm Callum. Callum Edar. And you would be, and he offers you a hand. You might not know what to do with it, but he offers you a hand.
My gloves are still on,
Mm-hmm.
so I will shake his hand and say Amal, and then maybe take a step backward.
Oh, well,
I can't. I mean, again, all he can see is my eyes.
yeah. Well, thank you, Amal. You do feel a lot better. Unfortunately, I'm fairly spent on a lot of my magic. I have some left, but well, thanks to you, my friend, I feel a lot better. Other than that, oh goodness.
Hey, we need to get out of here. I've made this door, which hopefully will lead us, is more likely to lead us out than these other doors that don't apparently lead us anywhere.
I do have a point. I hesitate to say it, considering everything that's happened here and what's happened to everybody as well. But I don't think it's a good idea to leave. I really wow. I
feel like leaving's a really good idea, personally.
I would love. Amira's like, Callum, hey, maybe you're not feeling okay still because I think you just said you didn't want to leave. Okay, listen, just hear me out. I really, really would like to leave this place, but where is this place? I mean, we're in the heart of Dogtown, of Haven. If we don't deal with this, I mean, who is? What's going to happen if we don't deal with this problem? I mean, I've done some studying in this place, and I'm fairly certain there is a pattern, and it's kind of circular, leading to something at the center. And there is something at the center. We weren't able to make it there, but if we could and stop whatever's going on here, I mean, do we really want this problem to spread to Dogtown? to all the people there, to the rest of Haven? I don't know how contained this is, but I don't know if I really want to find out. I don't really want to stay in here very long. I mean, I don't know why I agreed to come in here in the first place. I am no adventurer, but I mean, I had to deal with some things, and I mean, Amira just like, honey, shut up. Let it be someone else's problem. It can be someone else's problem, right?
My question is, what exactly is going on here? What is it we're trying to stop? What do we need to stop spreading?
These legs.
Amira, not now.
Why? Oh, I want out, okay? It's been a while, okay? It's probably been like a day. Anyways. Actually, no, they remember they went in here a little while back.
Yeah, like it was a week or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, like if it's actually been a week, how long have they been in here? Has it really been a week?
What were you eating? No, never mind. I don't want the answer to that.
Do you require sustenance?
Callum just you say that and you hear his stomach grumble. He's like, now that you mention it, kinda.
I will produce food. One moment.
He's a very good cook.
Are you?
You watch it. I was waiting for it.
Yeah. He watches. He what?
Oh no! I was waiting for the Callum of what the fuck are you?
Yeah, he's like,
bald metal man.
Are you? Is there someone in there, or are you just a construct?
Unknown. I am able to be healed by magic, thus I would not fall within the bounds of construct. Although I do not require sustenance like you, it is something I am still researching myself.
So you're like some kind of hybrid? Do you have any like flesh and bone inside, or are you metal through and through?
To my knowledge, metal.
Huh. And you also have like lubricants inside. It's almost like a blood, but it's more like oil and things of that. It doesn't usually come out because you don't usually take enough damage for it to come out.
Yeah.
Someone would have to actually hit him to make him.
Yeah. Someone would actually have to hit him.
Yeah.
It's like fascinating. That's
While this conversation's happening,
yeah.
Law's chest like creaks open again.
Yep.
And he like jams his arm inside of his own chest and pulling out a massive copper pot. And he places it on the ground. And he pulls out his Kiss the Chef apron. He puts that on.
And it's got Yamamoto depicted on it with a little chef's hat and everything.
And he pulls out this like very dainty glass decanter.
Yeah.
And he
Wait, is
uncorks
this the
it.
first time I saw the apron? I can't remember if I saw the apron.
You saw
you've
the
seen the apron
apron,
before.
earlier,
Yeah,
yeah. Callum is staring at the apron, like, and he's looking at you, Yamamoto, and he's looking at the apron.
I'm just like shaking my head, just like, please, I don't know, don't ask me, please, I don't know.
Amira is right behind Callum. She's got like her hands on his shoulders and she's like peering around him. Like she's much shorter, like she's pretty short, but kind of hands on his shoulders, peering around him like he's a shield. And looking at this, and she turns her head at you, Yamamoto, and there's this sly grin, and is like, "You've got merch? Damn."
The kobolds can probably supply you if you give them money, but please do not encourage them.
She's beaming. Oh, you don't say. You don't say.
You have no idea what I have to deal with, Amira.
I
don't know what I'm dealing with.
Amazing. What the fuck? She thinks this is great. Now, Lawbringer, continue.
So yeah, he little dainty glass decanter. He uncorks it and he fills the pot with water.
Mm-hmm.
He then, with the right tool for the job, pulls out a massive wooden spoon and begins to stir it over the course of a minute,
Yeah.
where the water will begin to boil magically.
Uh-huh.
and let me roll a d6 real quick.
Oh yeah, what kind of soup? Because
Five.
you've only done this once today, haven't you? Like with the kobolds earlier.
I've only done this once today, so this is the second time. And over the course of a minute, the water begins to boil, and like it begins to, or at first it's like, oh, that it's just boiling water, and then it hits you. It's a smell of stew, thick wild mushroom stew in this case, begins to perfume the air, and at the end of a minute, there is, what is it?
There's a lot of stew in there.
120 portions of stew.
Yeah. There's more stew than you need.
Please, and he like I assume at this point he keeps the bowls on him too.
Yeah.
Because he just has the space for it.
Just pulls out some bowls.
Yeah, please form an orderly line. Those who attempt to skip the line shall not be served till the end.
There's a shove on Callum from behind as Amir's like, "Hey, buddy, you're first in line, and I'm right behind you." As he stumbles forward,
He will pour a large bowl and place it in his hands. Please do be careful. It is hot.
Is this
and he'll, like,
stew?
It would appear to be wild mushroom soup. One of 6 potential. Wild mushroom stew. One of 6 potential stews that can be created from this pot at random.
All right,
Enjoy.
investigation boy. Here, you can eat your stew. Hey, it's me turn. It's my turn.
He'll also grab the decanter,
Yeah.
and he'll start filling up cups of water.
It's like, oh yeah, you have no idea how done I am with the good berries. Meaning she doesn't even need to eat right now, but she wants to.
The good berries just there's like, don't hit this spot no more.
No, they
So long.
don't. Like, they sustain, and that's about it.
For everyone else, this isn't good like good berries where it's like, oh, it'll keep you nourished, but it's not actually filling, or like the
Yeah, this is a fucking hearty stew.
yeah, or the cleric one where it's create
Bland.
food where it's like mushy food. This is good food.
Yeah. Who else comes over
Not
for
mushy,
like
it's bland.
good
It's
fucking
really
food?
Just tasteless.
Yeah. Abaka,
I mean,
you
obviously,
know
the kobold
about, yeah.
who's been eating it this whole time.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna be in the line.
Like, I'm here for some more. Yeah, Amira takes her stew, immediately burns her tongue. Just, motherfucker! Oh god! Oh, that hurts.
I tried to
stings.
warn you.
Oh, okay, it smells so good. Okay, all right. You know what? What's a little pain, right? She sits down and blows
One
on
of
the
the things
bowl.
I hate the most is when you burn your tongue on good food and then you can't taste the good food anymore.
I hate that so much. Yeah.
Yeah, she's blowing on the bowl. Does anyone else come over for some good fucking food?
Yes. Yes. Give me the soup.
You give me the soup.
Good soup.
Are you guys going to attempt to have a short rest in this room, or are you just having like a soup break?
I think a short rest might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't think we should close doors. It's occurred to me, maybe the way to deal with this place is just to open every door we can. I don't know if that might be the worst idea possible, but if we open every door we can, then we build like a complete structure that doesn't change on us, maybe?
Idea.
We could take the doors off the hinges.
I was about to say that.
I mean, you
Then
want to
again, that
break
could
all
still-
them doors? Go ahead, big boy.
Yeah, we take
I,
short rest?
I assume that she meant me. when
Yeah,
she
she's
said
talking to you. Yeah, she ain't talking to them all.
Mm-mm.
that. Okay.
No,
He's not a big boy.
no. You don't want to know what she might call him.
Boing.
She's smaller than him too. Oh man, but she is a female drow, so that is problematic. Anyway, okay. So, do you want to break the door that is still currently open? Like, go over and actually shatter the door itself so that it can't be closed?
I'll try it.
Okay. Are you just using your thunder gauntlets, or just like trying to rip it off the wall, or?
Right off the wall.
Okay. How strong are you?
Strength total of 21.
You rip that fucker right off the wall. You just rip it off and throw it on the ground.
I have procured kindling.
I don't think we needed fun, but I appreciate the spirit.
There is another closed door in this room, as I mentioned, and then ostensibly beyond the doorway that Amal created, there's a room with 2 more closed doors. But you don't know what happens if you close the door that Amal made and reopen it, if it goes to the same place or not.
I'll hold off on that for the minute.
Okay.
Because I don't know how Amal's door will react with this place.
Sure. Okay. Well, you leave the other doors all alone then. Just break that one. And you guys pause here for a short rest. Okay. I would say then, Amal, because it's fun. High or low?
Hi.
High. Okay. All right. Time passes. It's weird being in this place. Like the passage of time feels kind of strange. Like it's kind of hard for you to tell how long things have been. Like there's no light sources and stuff. And while you'd be used to this, like Amal, you'd definitely be used to not being able to see visual outside sources of indication of time. You generally have a decent internal sense, and it's weird. It just feels weird being in here. Like you feel like you've been waiting a long time, but not long at all, and you're not really sure about what. At some point, Sasaki's snake just vanishes. Ostensibly, it's been at least an hour since she cast it, which means it should be done your short rest soon, but it kind of feels weird and eerie waiting in this place. And as you do, I'm gonna need an intelligence save from everyone.
Amal is just
17.
trying to meditate.
Mm-hmm.
Not very successfully.
Mm-hmm. 17, 16. Baka, Yamo.
I'm about to show you how bad I'm about to fail.
Sasaki fails.
The good news is I'm proficient in intelligence saves. The bad news is intelligence is still my worst stat.
Wow.
Possible?
Oh, Baka.
Oh no, Baka!
Does a 1 save?
No.
Does a 1 save?
No.
It doesn't save though.
No. No.
Damn it, so close.
So close. It's so sad how close you were.
I mean, the difference between a 1 and a 20 is just like 19. It's not that big.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's just the other side of the dice.
It's just
Basically the same thing.
other side of the dice. Yeah.
How much damage am I taking?
Oh, you're not taking damage.
No, we're going
it's
insane. It's going to be my guess.
Fucking sicko mode.
Let's see here.
I mean, let's be honest. That's probably not a very long drive for Baka anyway.
It's not a long drive for Bach. Oh.
I mean, he's a kobold with very low intelligence. He's probably already a little insane. I mean, he is worshiping. He did create a cult, so you know.
Okay, let's see
He's
here.
probably already been on the verge of insanity.
Sasaki
the whole
fails. Okay. You watch as Sasaki. Now, you do all complete a short rest. So, first off, you all successfully complete a short rest. All of you.
Yay!
Including those of you who failed this check. So, Sasaki is going to roll some hit dice. She's going to roll very badly. It always seems like she's not here when I'm rolling her hit dice. She's gonna get another 6. She is rolling awful on her hit dice. 7 and 10. Okay, now she's at max. Okay. Amira's got no hit dice left, so she does not do
Rolls
anything.
for me. I like that.
Vesper is going to roll hit dice as well.
They roll really
Vesper
good.
has
Mind you, I have a decently high con, so.
8.
Wait, I should have used my key. Whatever.
Key healing. Yeah.
Yeah, I've forgot to use my key before, but I can't be able to rewind. Fine.
Yeah. Okay, so that's happening there. All right. At the end of this time, Sasaki just seems to like sit there and stare off into space. She's just staring off into space. Amal, are you rolling hit dice?
No, I don't think I took any damage.
You're at 82 out
Oh,
of 114.
That's right. I just forgot.
Yeah.
It was from the trap when we opened the front door.
Yes.
Or the side door.
Yes, that did hurt. 699, nice. Sasaki just seems to curl in on herself and stare off into space. That's always a good sign.
I offer her a bowl of soup.
She does not respond to you at all. Let's see. Brawlkin, did she fail? Yes, she did. And Baka. Okay.
So would I notice that?
Yeah, you'd also notice that Brawlkin just starts Brawlkin just starts like looking around and like she starts gnawing on the door. She grabs the door and just starts gnawing on it, like trying to break off pieces and like get it in her mouth. Like, what the fuck? And then
Broken?
Baka? Pick one of screaming, laughing, or weeping.
I mean, that's just my daily exercise every time I wake up.
Yeah. Baka, pick one.
He's going to be laughing hysterically like a maniac.
Okay. Baka, at the end of this, just starts like kind of quietly laughing to himself, and then it gets louder and louder, and he is just losing his fucking mind. Sasaki is off in La La Land. Brawlkin is chewing on a fucking door, just gnawing on it, and Baka is laughing his ass off. And Amira standing there. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's just great. Amazing.
Amira, do you know what's going on?
Yeah, they gone fucking cuckoo.
Oh no, this happened to me.
You
Oh,
what?
go ahead.
No, I was
Amal will
just saying, I've experienced this before. We're dealing with the same weird shit that adds up.
Callum over here. Unfortunately, yes, I did witness this among some of our party members. It seemed like I was unaffected, and it seems if you're here long enough, you just kind of get used to it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. Amira, that was, and she's like, I don't want to hear it. Don't you talk. No. Nope. It's like, oh, yeah. Okay.
What happened?
Nothing happened. And I swear to God, if you say anything different, Callum, she just kind of stares at him. He's like, just holds up his
Alan,
hands.
You don't have to be intimidated by her. We're here to protect you.
She glares at you. Shut up. I will go in. I will buy all the merch. I swear I will.
No.
I'll do it.
Do not encourage them.
No, meanwhile, while that's going on, Amal, yeah, they gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over here.
Amal will ask, Does anyone have any diamond dust? I'm afraid my stores are very limited.
Do you have any
point.
lesser
I'm
restorations
scratch out,
left?
unfortunately.
Or just graders?
I can do a lesser restoration. I just don't think that's going to be helpful.
I mean, you could try it.
These people are insane.
Yeah. They've gone a little cuckoo. Amira's like, it'll wear off in like 10 minutes or less.
Unless it doesn't.
Oh, I mean, it usually did. I mean, we did see one guy. I mean, he just kind of keeled over and like wouldn't move anymore. He got eaten, actually, you know. So, I mean, it's kind of good that this is happening like right now and not when we're in danger, right?
I mean, yes, that's still troubling.
They'll be fine. Callum's just like, I hesitate to agree with her, but in this case, they probably will. Like, you might want to stop. She could get splinters. He points over at Bralkin, but I mean, they'll probably stop after a bit, and I don't know if you can stop her from eating a door. She's pretty strong.
I go over and try to like coax her to eat soup instead of.
Bralkin like growls at you. I need this. I need this.
Bralkin, eat the soup. It's good.
No. And she's chewing at it, and then after like a minute, just what am I doing?
I offer her a cup of water.
She'll like take it, swish it around in her mouth, and spit it out on the door. Kind of,
There.
walk away.
Pat.
Do you guys do anything about Sasaki and Baka, or do you just try and wait it out?
So Baka's just laughing.
Yeah.
Sasaki just staring.
She's
up into
staring into like she's like comatose. She's conscious, but just like doing
Well,
nothing.
Lights are on,
Amal
no one's
will,
home.
at the very least, sit by her.
Okay, it kind of looks like she's just paralyzed. Like she can't process anything.
I'll just go over and like put a hand on her shoulder, make sure she's
Okay.
sort of okay.
Meanwhile,
Baka's probably
Baka's
fine.
left alone, just.
Honestly, seems normal.
Yes. Baka laughs like this for 5 minutes straight, and then
Or he might want some soup.
Baka. At the end of that, you stop and just like. You don't know what was so funny, but oh god, your gut, oh, it's so sore right now.
I give him a cup of water to help with his fucking vocal cords.
Yeah, Baka, your vocal cords are a little strained, and your gut, like it just, oh, you can feel like a little bit of cramping in there, like.
Gonna have a six-pack tomorrow,
A lot
boy.
of laughing. Yeah, that was some good belly laughs. Meanwhile, after a good 7 minutes, Sasaki just kind of blinks. What are we doing? What's going on? She looks around at you guys.
I think this place is having an effect on us.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Bucky, you just spent the past 5 minutes laughing.
I think we need a plan to either get out of here or do as Callum suggests and take care of this problem once and for all. I think, Callum, I think that you encountered already, Yamo, perhaps that is the center of this whole illusion.
You saw some kind of eye?
Yes, it was like a giant starscape with an eye in the sky with tentacles.
That sounds awful. I haven't seen anything.
It was not nice.
That. No. Amira just kind of quietly, in a moment of a rare severity. Just like, I saw it. Was it kind of a big, empty starscape void place with these weird creatures that kind of come up out of the ground and try and eat you, and then some kind of thing in the sky that looks down on you?
No, it's not much.
Did we feed? Were there creatures in there when we were in there?
Yeah, you fought off
Yeah.
a couple creatures.
Okay, there were creatures.
Yes.
Yeah.
While you were gone, there was 2 of them.
Yeah, they were little.
Everyone
They were
was
like
dying.
star spawn. They were horrible. Yeah. And
You ran, I ran, we ran screaming.
yeah, Amira's like, yeah, I got out of there as fast as I could, but that was I don't know about that being the center. Just, I don't think that was here. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, good. That means we don't have to try and get there. I was worried about that.
I would be a big fan of not going back to see that thing. Okay, like that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I would like.
Or that's
to
my
not
2
do it
coppers.
if we don't have to.
They will just burn this place down?
I don't think that would work. I don't know how fire would interact with this place. I maybe maybe not. It's wrong. This place is wrong, and if we can stop whatever's going on here, I think we need to, because if we do find a way out, I mean, it's not going to get any better, is it? It's not just going to
No.
get better on its own.
We need to sort this.
I really would much rather be back in the library and, looking at books or anything other than this. I would rather go shopping with Oriana than stay here, but I don't think we should leave.
I'll wander over to Callum and I'll show him my notes that I've collected so far on cycles of doors and other things. Like basically, this is just like very much Cole's notes of things I've figured out so far. See what he thinks on them.
He's kind
Bounce
of
some ideas off of him.
Yeah, he's kind of nodding and looking at these. I'd say between the 2 of you, Lawbringer, you can use guidance for this. Make an advantage Arcana check, because you have a better Arcana score than he does. So it's better if you're rolling it. And then guidance, you can guidance this. And he's giving you advantage by assisting you. Wow, that's not a very high roll, but you can roll d4 and add it on.
13, 14, 15.
Callum, and you in talking, like there's a lot of hemming and hawing back and forth. Now, while the 2 of them are doing this, are the rest of you doing anything, or are you just waiting for them to finish whatever meeting of the minds they're doing? Amira just looks bored as fuck now.
Just waiting patiently.
Yeah, waiting if they're figuring things out.
Okay. All right, then. In that case, you're just kind of waiting around. Nothing else has really changed in this place. But after a bit, Lawbringer with a 15, the 2 of you feel like, okay, like there's a bit of a pattern that you think you can follow. Almost like there's certain ones that feel like they might be a little bit more central or a little more rare in things like this chamber here that you're in now. You've only seen this one once, but apparently Callum and Amira had been in here before with the rest of their party and fought and made a stand, and then evidently the 2 of them got away from this location and into a hallway, and Amira went one way, he went another way, and he eventually found his way back in here before something that you guys haven't found stung him and then left him. You're not sure. That's kind of unnerving in and of itself, but that aside, figures probably some of your best bets would be to try more of that door opening stuff, but from maybe this location. And that should start leading you further in. Like, that might be one thing. But as another thought, a mall can open doors directly through to other physical places. It seems, at least. It seems he can do that. And based on the layout of this place, Callum thinks that the far door in this place, it's never led anywhere but back to other places. But he wonders if that doorway was actually going to where it's supposed to go. Well, maybe that is the center, because this place feels pretty important that you're in right now, and that door looks somewhat important. So Callum's best suggestion, Lawbringer, working along with you, is draw a proper door, like a door on that door, and open that door, assuming that Amal's doors work the way that you think they do. That should open to whatever's actually beyond that door and not whatever's going to be beyond that door.
Well, there's a way to test that theory.
Yep. Shall we?
Amal will proceed to the door that he's already made.
Yep.
Close it.
Yep.
And reopen it.
The door reopens to the same room it had before. Dead goblin, impaled by ice spikes.
So we use the pigments to create a working proper door where there is currently a fucky wucky door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, fucking hell. Great. Wonderful. Awesome. This is going to be so good. I'm looking forward to dying alongside all of you.
Lawbringer walks over to her, pats her on the head. There. I will protect you. I promise.
You promise?
He's very good at it.
First time.
I'm so disappointed that you're just made of metal.
I know, right? You finally find a decent man.
She just laughs. She actually just laughs. Doesn't say anything else, just laughs. And then looks over. She looks over at Sasaki. It's like, yeah. And gives Sasaki a wink. And then nods in the direction of Yamamoto. I don't know if you'd catch that, Yamo, but Sasaki definitely does. And she just, makes a huffing sound.
Nah, Yamo doesn't catch it.
Just a huffing sound. Amal, you totally catch it. Lawbringer, you catch it and have no idea what it is you're catching. It's like, huh? That doesn't mean anything to you. Oh, man.
He jots it down on strange interactions he yet does not understand.
Oh, man. I'm just waiting for Sasaki to call Yamamoto Oni-chan once. That would be so awful.
Telling her you said that.
What? What?
What?
What?
What?
Oni-chan! And jumps you in a big hug.
Womp.
Yamamoto, no. Oh, anyway. But yeah, there is that door there. You've completed a short rest. Nobody's insane at the moment anymore. All right. Do you want to do anything in preparation before you try and open that door?
Not much I have to do.
Okay.
Let's see. What could we do in preparation before opening that door? I could go ahead and switch on symbiotic entity again, just in case.
You could activate it right before going through the door. Yes, that is one thing you can do.
What does symbiotic entity do?
It's my wild shape, gives me temporary hit points and extra melee damage.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, like you
I mean,
can
I
wild
think
shape as well.
fine.
But yeah.
But
Okay. So you want to do that, and prepare your symbiotic entity, or potentially right before you go through. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anyone else wants to do, cast, prepare, pray, cry? I don't think there's a lot of prepared cast, like people who have spells that they need to cast before doing things.
Barker might cast Shield of Faith on himself or on someone else.
Yeah, I could. It'll last for 10 minutes. So if there's something wrong right on the other side, I mean, there's that. Sasaki, being there, just like, I could conjure animals again before we go through.
They last for a while, so that'd be good. Yeah, good preparation. We may be about to walk into something really, really horrifying.
Yeah.
As a question,
Yes.
out of the two of these, who looks like they're the squishier one? I
Between,
feel like it's Callum.
between Callum and
but-
Amira?
Yeah.
I'd say make a
Medicine?
make a medicine check, sure.
Oh, it's not an advantage, but it's 16.
Callum's got that soft boy energy.
I cast Intellect Fortress upon him.
Okay,
He is
resistance.
now resistant to all physical damage for the next hour.
Psychic damage.
Oh, sorry, psychic. Oh, I read that as physical. Fucking dyslexia.
An advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
I mean, I think psychic protection is probably going to be useful given the kind of things we're
that's-
facing here. I don't think that's a bad call.
That is true. That's not a false statement.
I agree.
Yep, animate dead. Unfortunately, there are no more corpses in here. The black pudding's ate them all.
I didn't mean to click on that.
Ah, yes.
That's one thing I hate about my fucking dyslexia is, resistance to all physical damage. That's a really powerful spell.
That's really
I
great.
wonder why nobody uses this spell. Oh, my god, I
psychic.
feel stupid.
Now the thing is, like Yamamoto said, you know, the intellect fortress on, like, in a place like this, psychic damage might be a thing. And actually, yeah, this might be a good place for an intellect fortress. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah. The room with the dead goblin. Oh yeah. I don't know. Does Amal? Yeah, Amal, you do actually have animate dead. You could go raise that goblin in the next room.
I could.
You could. It would just
Feel
be
bad about it.
It would
Probably
just
not going.
It would just be a zombie. A little basic bitch zombie. All right. Well, I imagine you guys could get Sasaki to cast her conjure animal spell. I would say, because she's not here and you guys are around, what kind of animals should she conjure? Challenge rating 2, 1, half, or quarter. Do you want a pair of really big, strong animals, or do you want like 8 weak animals, or somewhere in the middle? Like, what do you guys think?
I would say 4 middle of the road ones, kind of like spread out the damage. would
Yeah,
be my
I think
idea.
I think I'd agree with that.
Basically put more bodies out so that way the squishier guys don't get attacked as much.
Okay, and being
Yeah, I think that's gonna.
challenge rating half or lower, they can probably take at least a hit, possibly.
Hit or 2, maybe.
Okay. Let's see here. What would be appropriate to this kind of place? The things that you're going to summon with half. Oh yeah, there's some. Oh, there's actually some good things that could come out from this. Okay, I like that, considering this area. Okay, we'll grab one of those. Is that? Yeah, that is proper. We will grab... yeah, we'll grab one of those. Let's see here. Okay, we'll grab that. Grab that. For the other two creatures that she's going to summon that are... This is half or lower, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 half or lower.
Okay. Right. Okay. It's gonna be one of these. Yes. Okay. I know what she's going to summon. In this process, she calls forth 4 creatures, and they're creatures that would be kind of local to this kind of region and area, which is kind of weird. You hear a buzzing in the air as fading into existence is a giant wasp. Now, lovely. Isn't that beautiful? It's just adorable. So that fades into existence. You also see kind of coming up out of the it seems to be coming up out of the ground is a crocodile. Just a regular crocodile. It's big, but it just kind of comes up out of the dark, and it's kind of banded in like blackish scales. It's interestingly and unsettling, but it's not quite as unsettling as the other 2 creatures that emerge from the ether. 2 giant spiders, not large size, medium size, kind of emerge forth, but these ones are they're kind of weird looking. Like they've got like these red red coloration that really sets you off. They kind of look like giant wolf spiders, but they're not fuzzy and you know, kind of softish looking. They got kind of hairs on them, but it's kind of like a slim tarantula, and they're the size of a person.
Cool.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this kind of creepy. I mean, Sasaki loves it because she's a weirdo like that. But yeah.
Well, Amal likes them quite a bit as well.
Yeah, Amal. Yeah, Amal's like, oh, okay. Like those are a pair of like actually, yeah. Looking at those things, those are fiendish giant spiders. Like they're actually a creature that you've seen down in. It's not very common, but they've kind of been. You've seen them around in in the Underdark as sometimes as a thing that is summoned fiendish rituals. These things are actually resistant to cold, fire, and lightning, which is why they're known as fiendish giant spiders, because they've kind of got like they're not fiends, but they've got a little bit of that nature to them.
They're fiend-ish.
They're like fiend adjacent. And they kind of crawl out of the cracks of this room, out of the darkness. Like, oh, yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, Callum just like, oh, wonderful. And Amira just like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But, yeah, that's going to happen there. And, okay, Amal, you want to paint the door as, yeah?
Let's do it.
Okay, you paint a door on the door, probably a bit smaller than the door itself. And then you go ahead, you symbiotic entity, if you wish to do that right before you enter. Who was it who
Intellect
said?
Fortress.
Yeah, Intellect Fortress. Baka, you wanted to Shield of Faith yourself? Or someone else? Baka?
We can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Baka, what did you say? Where
Sorry.
did... Oh, there he is.
What's that?
Are you Shield of Faithing someone, and who, if you are?
Yes, he showed up everything. Someone could be himself.
Okay.
Let's see how many people we got. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's Shield of Faithing himself, you said? He's gone quiet.
Could be Yamamoto.
Okay, so he's not faithing himself. He's
I'm not sure I
faithing
need it, but thank you. I
Yamamoto.
appreciate it.
Okay. Nice. Go ahead.
It was a random roll for who got it. Okay.
Go ahead and expend your Shield of Faith. The Intellect Fortress has already been expended.
Already did. If you look up, it's already been done.
Good. Amal, you can make sure you check off one of your symbiotic entities, and you all are standing there before this door. The crocodile will have to squeeze to get through, but that's not too much of a problem. The question is, who wishes to be the one to open this door? Who wants to be in front and step through first?
I will go first.
Okay. So Lawbringer goes over to open the door, and you're all just kind of arrayed behind Lawbringer. The door opens into an inky darkness, actually, which is kind of unusual and a little unsettling, but it doesn't even have like the stars around at first, and then you kind of see these weird warped twinkling things in the middle of the room, a pair of them, but then they're gone. Like, you thought you saw something, but it's just like this inky darkness. You gonna just step in?
Yes.
Okay. Lawbringer, you step inside, and to the rest of your sight, he vanishes. But it almost looks like this inky blackness ripples, like he's just stepped through a membrane. Does anyone follow, or do you just all leave him?
Amal will
That
follow.
was fucking.
Just fine.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm following.
One by one, you step into this inky blackness, and what's her name? Sasaki commands her creatures it's like follow me through this thing. You all step through, and as you pass through it, you feel this cold, prickling sensation on your skin, your scales, your flesh, or your metal, depending on your composition. It's not enough to do damage, but it's uncomfortable. Just this chill. And you emerge into a void. Now, those of you with really high passive perception, like I'd say Lawbringer and Amal, you would notice this. Sasaki, I think she's really good at perception as well. And Baka, I think you're
I've only
good
got
at
13.
perception. Yeah, you've only got a 13. Oh yeah, Sasaki's really good at it. Baka, what is your passive? 15. You wouldn't notice it as much, but Lawbringer, actually, what is Lawbringer's passive? Is it really high?
17.
17. And Amal's, yours was high as well?
let's see. My passive perception is. It's like 20 or something. It's 20.
Okay, yeah. Then Lawbringer, Sasaki, and Amal, you can see the vague shape of. There is a room here. There is indeed like a space in here, and it's like an inner cloister. You can see what looks like the vague shape of an altar at the far end, but very faint, kind of stone floors and walls, but like you're just barely noticing it. It's like the faintest thing, because on all the walls, on the altar, on everything is like this light absorbing blackness that just seems to take everything. To the rest of you, it feels like you're standing in a void of nothing. Like your light, Lawbringer, which is still on your shield.
Yes, it's on
Yeah.
my shield.
It doesn't really feel like it illuminates anything. I mean, it's why you can see that, yes, there is a floor here. Yes, there is an altar there. Yes, there are walls, but you're just barely able to tell that they're there based on shape because of this like matte black on everything. Like an optical illusion that makes it look like this place is just nothing. But it's not quite matte. It's like you see little ripples in it, like it's alive. And standing in the room, at the far end, opposite all of you, you can see there is a singular hooded figure. Just standing there by Lawbringer and Sasaki and Amal. Like, they're standing in front of this altar on the other side of the room. But the rest of you, it just seems like they're standing in nothing. But the light illuminates that they're there. Their hood is deep, and their face is shaded, except for a pair of pinprick points of light within the hood. It looks like almost like stars, just for eyes. And they just stand there silently. And you guys have entered this room. There is a chill in the air here. It's uncomfortably cold. And there's kind of it feels like there is almost like a pressure around you, but weird and sourceless, like almost like you're standing in a place where you're experiencing multiple atmospheres of air at once. So it's kind of a strange sensation as you breathe. Breathing is almost labored, but not quite. It's not enough to cause you problems, but it's just kind of there as a thing. Now, as this being is standing there, you do hear a voice come out from it. What are these pale flickers doing here? Have you come to be?
Who are you?
I am. That's all it says.
You're the one who is responsible for what's happened here?
What is one? No. 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 That's you. Such a strange concept. You. We. Us. What are these things? Meaningless. Meaningless. Yes. You are meaningless. Yes. It hasn't done anything else. It's just been talking.
How far away is this figure from me?
It's 30 feet away. It's 100 feet away. It is as far away as it needs to be, or as close as it needs to be, or as close as you need it to be, or It's not where you are. It's where you are not. And Amal, that very thought hurts to think about. You have trouble conceptualizing distance. Despite having good fucking passive perception in this room, and seeing that it is a room, you can't quite grasp the dimensions of this space. But it is here, and you are here, and it is not exactly where you are, but it is here.
Well, I'm going to try, at the very least, to cast Fairy Fire
Okay.
on this figure.
So you're going to you're going to initiate something. You're going to cast a spell and verbal, somatic, material components in the direction of this thing. You feel like you could target its area, so you attempt to do so. As you do that, the light kind of settles over the area. Go ahead and roll the spell. Okay. The thing that's over there is just... You don't know if it's saved or what exactly it is, but it's just not where the light is. And the light does not catch any objects to illuminate, except the altar starts to glow with a faint pale white light. You didn't choose the light color. Just it seems like your fairy fire has settled on the altar. There's a pale glow around it. To most of the party though, it just looks like there is a mote of pale light, like a dying star, on the far end of the room right now. It almost feels like it's in the background, like there's like a dying white dwarf behind all of this, casting this pale illumination behind this figure. But it feels like it's behind this figure. They don't seem to have been illuminated by it. You don't know if they dodged or what, but you hear their voice again as it just says, "All will be one, and then not. Time is meaningless, but so are you." And with that, we're going to call it, but when we come back, you will be rolling into initiative against whatever this thing is. There is a hostile edge to what it says, in a way of it regards you as nothing and intends to see that through.
We're in danger.
There's only one. Like, there's a whole group of you. There's only one of it.
Yeah, that's what concerns me.
Yeah. It does seem to shift, though. And there is one thing that you see right before we leave, and it seems to shift. And for a moment, its form becomes impossible. Weird limbs spilling out of itself, crawling around, movements. It's vaguely humanoid. And when I say vaguely, it's like it has the most vaguest shape of, hey, limbs and arms in an upright position. But there's too many, or there's not enough. And it has no face, because instead, where there would be a face, you just see a glowing light of some kind. You see something medium-sized, but it looks like that. Kind of.
Oh, it's an Eldrazi.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, it's Magic the Gathering's Eldritch Abominations.
Very
And
good.
they all look kind of a bit like that. So
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, it's not friendly. And there's going to be initiative rolled after that. Its form is constantly changing and shifting, but it's got like a general feel of spikes and glowy bits and something absolutely horrible. And that'll be where we'll leave it until next time, because you see that for a brief moment, and then it is the hooded figure once again. Like, it showed you something you weren't supposed to see for a moment. And we'll be back next time. Bye!
All right.
goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.